Australia's immigration system is undergoing its biggest shake-up in decades, and the leaked 2026 plan is nothing short of a bombshell. For years, skilled migrants have relied on the points-based PR system, competing for invitations based on their qualifications, work experience, English skills, and age. But if this leaked plan becomes reality, that system may be completely shut down, replaced with a new model that could change who gets to call Australia home. Imagine this: no more calculating your points, no more waiting for SkillSelect invitations. Instead, the government could move to a targeted selection model, prioritizing certain job sectors, regions, or even direct employer sponsorship. This means your occupation list might matter more than your overall score, and industries with labor shortages might get fast-tracked approvals, while others could face long waits or be locked out entirely. The leaked documents suggest the new system could focus on direct economic contribution, meaning Australia wants people who can start working in high-demand jobs from day one, rather than waiting for them to adapt or retrain. This is a big shift away from the old idea of just bringing in skilled people and letting them find their place. The plan also hints at a bigger role for regional migration, where new arrivals are sent to smaller cities and rural areas, not the crowded big capitals. This could be good news if you're open to living outside Sydney or Melbourne, as regional visas might offer a much faster PR pathway under the new rules. But here's where it gets controversial. Some sources say the government is considering cutting the total permanent intake and focusing more on temporary work visas that can later lead to PR. That means it could be harder to get PR directly from overseas without first working in Australia for a few years. For many hopeful migrants, this could mean a longer, more expensive journey to permanent residency. On the flip side, those already working in Australia on visas like the 482 TSS or 494 regional might find it easier to transition to PR under the targeted model, especially if their employers are in priority industries like healthcare, construction, aged care, and agriculture. Another major change being floated is the removal of age as a strict barrier. Under the current points test, you lose points after age 33, and after 45, PR becomes almost impossible for most skilled visas. But in the new targeted model, if your skills are in critical demand, age may no longer be a deal breaker. This could open doors for experienced workers who were previously locked out by age limits. English requirements might also change. The leak suggests the government could move away from strict IELTS or PTAE minimums for some roles, especially in sectors where practical skills matter more than academic language scores. For example, a welder, aged care worker, or farm machinery operator might not need the same English score as a corporate accountant under the new system. The leaked plan also talks about speeding up processing times. Right now, PR visas can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. The new model aims to cut this to as little as 3 months for priority sectors, making the process much faster for those who meet the exact requirements. But as with any big change, there's uncertainty. The government hasn't officially confirmed the leaked plan, and public consultation could still lead to major adjustments before 2026. If you're planning to migrate, this means your strategy should be flexible. You may need to consider alternative pathways like regional work, employer sponsorship, or even temporary visas as stepping stones. For many people who have been preparing for years under the points system, this news will feel like the ground shifting under their feet. But for others, especially those in in-demand trades or willing to go regional, this could be the opportunity they've been waiting for. One thing is certain: waiting until 2026 to make a move could be risky. If you're eligible now, under the current rules, it might be wise to lodge your application before the changes kick in. That way, you're protected under the existing system and won't be caught off guard. Australia is changing the way it chooses its future citizens, And these changes will decide who gets to build their life here and who will have to look elsewhere. The coming months will be critical as more details emerge. Keep watching for updates, because the sooner you know the facts, the better you can plan your path to PR. If you found this information valuable, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest immigration news. And tell me in the comments, do you think the point system should be scrapped? Or is it still the fairest way to choose skilled migrants? Your thoughts might surprise more people than you think.